Rail workers run for their lives as 125 miles per hour express train bears down on them. This is the shocking moment. 3 railway track workers were forced to scramble clear of an oncoming 125 miles per hour train with just 1 second to spare. The team in orange PPE run off the track as the speeding train comes towards them a mile outside of Tuxford. A report has revealed shocking safety practices led to what almost ended in tragedy, according to the Rail Accident Investigation Branch. They were part of a group of track workers supplied to Network Rail by Vital Human Resources who only became aware of the train about 3 seconds before it reached them. One of the workers shouted a warning to 3 others who cleared the track with just a second before the train passed them. The near miss happened near Egmonton level crossing on the East Coast Main Line, at around 11:22 am on October 5, 2017. The driver spotted the workers in the distance and sounded the horn but initially saw no response from them. He then repeatedly sounded the horn as the train approached and they only just managed to get out of the way. Rabe said the incident came so close to being a major tragedy because the worker in charge of the gang had skimped on safety to get the job done more quickly. It found that the person in charge of the group, who was employed by Network Rail, had him working under an unsafe and unofficial system of work. The Rabe said he should have used the proper method of using the train-operated warning system, TOWS, by moving his team, and remaining in a safe position, while TOWS was in place. But instead, he used an audible warning as a cue to the lookout to start looking for approaching trains in order to maximize the working time of the group of the track. This broke down when both the lookout and the person in charge became distracted and forgot about the TOWS warning them of the oncoming train. None of the team involved challenged the unsafe system of work that was in place at the time. Even though some were uncomfortable with it, they feared they might lose the work as contractors if they challenged the person in charge. Simon French, Chief Inspector of Rail Accidents, said, "When the person in charge of a team is both a strong personality and an employee of the client, it can be particularly hard for contract workers to challenge unsafe behavior." In this investigation, Rabe found that the person in charge had adopted an unsafe method of working in an attempt to undertake additional unplanned work. Both the person in charge and team members became distracted, and the result was that 3 of them found themselves jumping clear of a train traveling at 125 miles per hour with just 1 second to spare. We have seen this sort of unsafe behavior before, where the wish to get the work done quickly overrides common sense and self-preservation. The report added the findings of this investigation reinforced the importance of railway staff understanding their safety briefings, and challenging any system of work that they believe to be unsafe. Mr. French added, "When we see narrowly avoided tragedies of this type, it is almost always the result of the adoption of an unsafe method of work and the absence of a challenge from others in the group. We are therefore recommending that Network Rail looks again at how it monitors and manages the safety leadership exercised by its staff, and how they interact with contractors. There have been too many near misses in recent years. It takes effective leadership and a positive safety culture to create a working environment in which everyone can be confident that safety will come first." A Network Rail spokesperson said, "Safety is our top priority and we take incidents such as the one at Egmonton extremely seriously and we have worked closely with the Rail Accident Investigation Branch on this report. We work hard to prevent incidents like this happening and we have already begun to implement the recommendations made."